Now we move on to a team that's had some tough times in the Big Ten. We had some high heights when I went to school there, but I sound like an old head talking about back in my day. We can't talk about that right now, man. It's just been bad years the past 3 years for MSU, but we're talking about the Michigan State Spartans. Hopefully, the vibes are back this season. Please, please. Coming off a 5-7, 3-6 season, just so close to a bowl game. We just so close. Even 2 years ago when we lost to Indiana, when we should have won that game, that was the turn point of a game that possibly could have made us go to a bowl game. We returned 9 starters, 5 on offense, 4 on defense. We returned Aiden Childs, who, if you know me, love the guy's upside. Got to fix that mental. Got to stop the silly mistakes. Man, again, I watched him try to throw a ball out of bounds, throw it away against Maryland, and it ended up being picked off. One of the craziest interceptions I've seen in my life. We just got to cut down on the elementary, middle school mistakes. But he has arm talent, and I'm giving him grace. Last year was his first season starting. I'm giving him grace. Please don't do me like Anthony Calandria did me, man. Please. So if you watch the show, you know I was a huge Anthony Calandria guy. He did me dirty. Next, we bring Nick Marsh, one of the best freshman receivers in the country. I didn't say the best. I'm not stupid. Jeremiah Smith, yes, I get that. But I said one of. 41 catches, 649 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Return Jack Veland, tight end, 36 catches, 411 yards and a touchdown. Return Nakai Martinez, safety, 51 total tackles, 30 solos, 2 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. Return Malik Spencer, safety, 44 total tackles, 28 solos, 2 pass breakups, an interception, and a forced fumble. And return Alex Van Sumeren, defensive lineman, 16 total tackles, 12 solos, a sack and a half. We do lose Nate Carter at running back. 116 carries, 499 yards, 4.3 a carry, 5 touchdowns. He's currently on the Falcons. I mean, our run game last year was subpar at best, probably below average actually, which I think that means the same thing. So, Monterey Foster, wide receiver, Seahawks, 46 catches, 588 yards, 3 touchdowns. We lose Jordan Turner at linebacker, who had a pretty good year for us, 66 total tackles, 36 solos, 3 sacks. Pass breaker with 2 interceptions, currently on the Broncos. Cal Holiday, famous for the interception in the Peach Bowl against Pitt. 58 total tackles, 36 solos, sack, pass breakup, and a forced fumble. Chris Bogle, edge, who had 37 total tackles, 19 solos, and 4 sacks. Lost Ed Woods, a guy who I really liked last season, 49 total tackles, 39 solos, a sack, and 3 pass breakups. And Charles Brantley, currently at the Miami Hurricanes, 27 total tackles, 19 solos, 7 pass breakups, 3 interceptions, and a touchdown. Cornerback. We have the 42nd overall recruiting class and 28th in transfers. Talk to me about Michigan State, Trent.
Yeah, Carl. I mean, it's a pleasure to share this show with you right now. It's a tough schedule for you guys. It really is. I think bowl season is definitely attainable. To your point, though, Aiden Chiles? I don't even know.
Aiden
Childs. So Childs is definitely, he returns for a junior. Had what I thought was a decent season last year. However, those turnover issues were really the big thing, was the 11 turnovers. So you have a good receiver room, led by Nick Marsh, and I think you have a good running game in Ty Tolliver. However, I just don't know if this defense is ready to make the leap. You guys allowed, I believe, 26 points a game last season.
That was bad. Our defense was horrendous.
I know you guys definitely attempted to address that by adding some defensive depth in the portal. Like you talked about, Dunnigan and Turner both coming over. But really, I mean, quarterback is the most important position. We know that. And in a Big Ten world that has a lot of great quarterbacks, Childs, I think, is really the one who has probably the most to prove as far as just getting his team over that hump. When you miss a bowl game last year and then you come back and get the starting job, you have to get better. So I'm really expecting you guys to make a bowl game this year. I think 6 wins is very attainable. I just don't know that you guys are really going to get into the 3 loss part of the Big Ten world yet. 16 key transfers come in, but it's just not enough to, I think, based on the 5-7 season last year, the 3-6 in the Big Ten. you have a tough Big Ten schedule again this year. So I am looking forward to you guys making an impact or making an improvement. We just mentioned, I think you guys could beat Michigan, and that's going to be a very important win for a team that's going to be a fringe bowl game. I really like Jonathan Smith. I think he's, the guy, but there's just a few building blocks that have to go into it before he gets exactly what he wants out there as a product on the field.
So I agree. The answer's in my mic, but I agree. Aiden Childs definitely has to prove something to me again. That's why I'm treating him like Calandria. But I do like our transfer receivers coming in. Like you said, we do have a nice receiver room this season. Again, led by Nick Marsh, like you said. Defensively, I'm not expecting a huge turnaround. Like, I think that's going to take probably another year or two before we have those Oregon State defenses of the, Keaton Oladapo and Rajon Wrights, the Oregon State defense that beat Oregon with Ben Branson at quarterback. So it's going to be a minute. But I do think we're trending in hopefully the right direction. Now, I will say this, though. I think the run game is going to be a lot better, which will help Aiden Childs. I think a lot was on his shoulders last season in terms of not having really a run game. It was really spotty. At times it could be explosive. At times it was stagnant, and it left a lot on his shoulders. I think it'll be in a little bit better hands, and we have to win short down and distance situations. That's been an Achilles heel of MSU as well. The inability of just lining up and we're just better than you and winning short down and distance. That's been an Achilles heel for us for quite some time. So that has to change as well. But we talk about some transfers. Krishan McCray from Kent State, receiver who I really liked. 40 catches, 705 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Again, Tyler Tolliver, like you said, running back from Sacramento State, 184 carries, 958 yards, 5.2 a carry, and 7 touchdowns. David Santiago, edge rusher from Air Force, salute. 37 total tackles, 22 solos, 3.5 sacks, 3 pass breaks, and a forced fumble. And Amari Kelly from Middle Tennessee State played with Elijah Metcalf and Nick Vadiato. He had 53 catches, 869 yards, and 4 touchdowns as a wide receiver. Now, some ugly numbers: 110th in total offense, 34th in total defense, 79th in passing, tied 110th in rushing, tied 123rd in scoring offense, 46th in passing defense, 32nd in rushing defense, 77th in scoring defense, which those numbers actually kind of surprised me. I'm not going to lie. But if you're ready, we can talk about the schedule.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. And then my hating uncle said rebuild will not start with U of M. Hate it or not, brother, we coming. You're going to have to come to Spartan Stadium. You're going to have to see about us. So let's go. Western Michigan. I do think we win this game, but Western Michigan gave Wisconsin a run for their money last season. I kind of expect the same thing this season against us, but I have a win.
Yeah, I'm going to let you guys start the season off with a win. Just Western Michigan, like you said, probably one of the better non-group of 5 teams out there, or at least play teams tough. It's not a cakewalk on the schedule, but I still think Michigan State has the roster constructed to get the win week 1.
Yes, sir. On to Boston College. Payback from the Red Bandana game last season. We get the W at home.
Unfortunately, I have this one as a loss for you guys, Carl. But I think Boston College is going to be a good ACC team this year.
I do got my Boston College record in front of me. I think I got them barely making a bowl game. Nope, I got them going 4-8, 2-6. I lied.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, so I have this one as a loss, unfortunately.
Yeah, not the hugest Grayson James fan. Moving on to Youngstown State, FCS. They've been playing them since I've been at MSU. So I know I just joked about Michigan having a weak non-conference. Can't really say nothing about us, but a win nonetheless.
Yep, got a win for Michigan State there.
Then on to at USC. Sorry, Teddy. I have us beating y'all.
Sorry, Carl. I have you guys losing, unfortunately.
I'm not mad at it. Lincoln Riley offense might definitely give us some problems, but we got to start Big Ten with a win. And I think the familiarity with Jonathan Smith going against the Pac-12 teams may help us in this situation. So that's why I gave us the W. Then at Nebraska, I have us losing.
I got you guys losing at Nebraska as well.
Then at home against UCLA, I have us winning.
I have you guys winning as well.
At Indiana, I have us losing.
That's a loss.
At home against Scum, I have us winning.
I got you guys winning as well.
On the road against Minnesota, I have us losing.
I have you guys losing as well.
At home against Penn State, I have us losing.
I have you guys losing as well.
On the road against Iowa, I have us winning.
I got you winning as well.
And then neutral site at Ford Field, I have us beating Maryland.
And like we talked about, I got you guys beating Maryland as well.
So I got us going 8-4, 6-3, over 5.5 wins to the glory days of a bowl game.
I got you guys going 6-6, making a bowl game, and then looks like 4 losses in conference.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
Yeah, or 5 losses rather. Sorry.
Look at this hater, man. You heard the same a lot of losses from me as your team, you hater.
Hey, you got the bowl game, man. You got the bowl game.
Oh, bro. I feel so disgusting as an MSU fan, just winning a bowl game again. Back in my days, old head sounding guy, but bro, this is how low I have to stoop now. Just to be
I mean,
excited.
hey, listen, here I am, a Penn State fan, looking at a matchup against y'all in November, thinking life's sweet. So
again, back in my day,
back in my
been the
day,
favorite.
back in my day, Michigan State late in the season was never a fun time.
Exactly. See,
I honestly think Penn State was probably 1-3 against Michigan State my 4 years in college, if I'm not mistaken. And they were all like 1-point game, like heartbreaks.
I think you went to school around the same time I did when like we played that one game in the snow and we won by like the field goal or something like that.
There was the one, yeah, I remember. Well, I know the one game, and I'm not going to remember names, but the one game was like a buzzer beater, like last touchdown.
Oh yeah.
And then the other game, the worst game was Penn State at Michigan State. There was like a 7-hour rain delay. I don't know if you remember that game or not, but the game started at like 12 or 3:30, and then there was like a 6-hour. The game started at 3:00 in the afternoon and ended at like midnight.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And Penn State lost.
Yeah,
it was at Michigan State. So
I think that was like my senior year. Was that 2016?
It was probably 17 or I was in school 14 to 18, so it had
12
to be
to 16.
Yeah, so it was definitely Dan Antonio.
And, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, it was never a fun time.
God, man, I wish I didn't say these back in my days anymore. I always got basketball, but that's not enough. We'll move on. See, I knew I missed the team. It was